Hello again, everybody. My name's Harry Langdon. Welcome back to my channel and to my celebrity photo sessions and what went on a lot of them. Especially you probably wondering what went on this Lynda Carter photo session. This is in a swimming pool, by the way, and I'll tell you more about it later on. But Lynda Carter and I worked together a great deal in the 80s, early 90s as well, and have wonderful rapport together. And she's just so easy to work with. By the way, when I first started working with her, she had just stopped being Wonder Woman. And you guys all know about Wonder Woman, and so talk about a killer figure. Look at this, no wonder she was called Wonder Woman. And so this is Lynda Carter. So one day the phone rings and her agent said, "Mr. Langdon, we want you to photograph Wonder Woman." So I go, whoa, give me a break. I don't get taken back by very many people that I have to photograph. They're very famous, but Wonder Woman. And so Lynda Carter came in, but these pictures were to be used for her personal publicity, and for, as they call it, and for fans that need pictures of Lynda. And so the challenge was to get away from Wonder Woman and begin photographing Lynda as a real girl next door. Okay, sure, give me a break. And so she was kind of a sorority sister look. You could use your imagination. And so Lynda's a consummate actress, so you'd say, "Lynda, we're going to do some real wholesome shots now," and she went right for it. But Lynda also, she's a striking woman, I think around 6 feet tall approximately, and so in person she's just staggering, for the average guy and woman as well. When she walks in with an outfit like this, you just get the heebie-jeebies, as they say. And so this is Lynda, sort of in her more glamorous moment. And I thought this is a real stunning shot to show you. I have hundreds of pictures, by the way, of Lynda, and I'm showing you some I thought you might be interested in. Well, the guys out there, and one of the women too, might get a kick out of this shot of Lynda. And so these shots were all done in my studio, obviously. And my studio on Beverly Boulevard, the famous Beverly Boulevard studio. And so probably this session, which was kind of a glamour session, as they call it, may have lasted 4 or 5 hours, different changes. And they're all leading up to some other things where Lynda was going to begin doing ads for a cosmetic company. I'll tell you more about that in a minute, but I thought this was real pretty. Her expressions, by the way, these are hard to get expressions for the average woman to look into the camera and look real romantic and kind of sexy in the camera. And so I didn't need to coax her and keep a fire burning under. Like a lot of people go, "Oh, what do you mean? And, my boyfriend will get upset." No, Lynda is this wonderful actress, and she was really good at turning on for the camera. And so that's a little bit about Lynda's glamour shots. Oh, here's another one. This is pretty glamorous, a killer figure. And so she's really stunning and overly confident. This is Wonder Woman with an evening gown on now, so to speak. And so I thought this was real stunning to show you. I'm showing you just a small segment of my collection that I have of Lynda Carter's photographs. I keep these photographs for a lifetime and safe storage, and I have hundreds of Lynda. Here's another really pretty, very kind of a vulnerable picture of Lynda, and with a great look in her eyes. And here's another one at the end of the sort of the glamour shots, and Lynda's got a killer smile, really great Pepsodent smile. And so I thought I'd show you this one, the glamorous, stunning movie star look, and going closer on that one. So after a while though, Lynda has started getting the attention of cosmetic companies because she has a great skin and a great presence. So Maybelline Cosmetic Company called me and they said, we want you to do a series of ads using Lynda Carter, and most of them are going to be outdoors on location. And wouldn't you know, the first one that they decided to do, these are New York advertising people, by the way, I'm a West Coast guy, and they said, let's just take her down by the beach and get her by the ocean and just take a few shots, it'll be real easy. Well, this turned out the day of the shooting, turned out to be one of the California stormy days with lightning striking all around us. And here we had my assistants. I have 4 or 5 assistants. We have hair people, makeup people are all standing around. You can't see them over here. Makeup, hair people, wardrobe people are all standing behind the camera. And they're all saying, hurry up, Mr. Langdon. The lightning is getting closer and closer. So there's a note of danger in this look that Lynda has, and it's a quite interesting expression she has. We're getting glamour shots in the midst of danger. By the way, it was freezing cold that day in Malibu above the Pacific Ocean, and the wind was blowing like crazy. So I had an idea before the shoot. We knew it was going to be stormy. Is to get a huge 4 by 8 foot sheet of plastic that we stood up behind her, about 8 feet here over to there, and 4 feet tall. And we tilted it so you couldn't see any reflections. That's behind her. Then we went out and rented space heaters. Those heaters that you get at the restaurant when you want to eat outside. We had a space heater over here and a space heater over here. And they're trying to keep Lynda warm, and they didn't care about us. It was keeping Lynda warm. So this portion of the shooting may have taken about 30 minutes before everybody got scared where they're going to get hit by lightning. So I thought this is really, there's a certain expression that she has here where she's this vulnerable feminine woman in a realm of danger and intrigue. And I just love the expression that she got on that one. And so there's another shot. There's quite a few shots from that shooting, but this is just a nice close-up from that segment. And that turned out to be an ad for Maybelline Cosmetics. And so Lynda and I did some really successful commercial cosmetic shoots for Maybelline. These are a couple of shots of her and different makeup and different hairstyles. And so we went on doing different concepts for Maybelline. They have to keep coming up with new concepts, for these cosmetic companies. And so to keep the public interested, here's another one. This is, I think it was called Kissing Potions, was the ad. This is all about kissing potions. And so there's Miss Lynda. Now we're back in the studio, by the way, where it's comfortable and warm, and the music is playing. I think she looks really beautiful there, Lynn, with that fetching look in her eyes. Then the concept was to be next a shot in a swimming pool in Los Angeles. And some of you may not know Los Angeles, but it gets cold here, by the way. Everybody thinks it's always sunny. So we had to go rent a swimming pool behind. A friend of mine had a huge pool, but it was in the middle of winter. And when we rented it about a week before the shooting session. And I asked him, Chris Wharf, his name is, who's not with us anymore, but I said, Chris, would you turn your heater up to its highest setting you possibly can? We've got the shooting session we're going to do with Lynda Carter. So they turned the heater up, but I don't know if a lot of you have got pools. It takes longer than just a week just to get it up a few degrees. So anyway, the day of the shooting session came, and Lynda was there obediently. She was willing to get in cold water, even though she had goosebumps and everything. So what we did, this is complicated lighting, by the way. We had, because the sun was so extremely strong that day and bouncing off the water, we covered over the whole swimming pool, except for the end, with, it's called butterfly silk. It's like a silk sheet, and you can stretch it for 20 to 30 feet wide and 30 feet long. And she was covered by a white sheet. You'd never know it because it looks so sunny. So we used it, covered, and then because the water was the best color in the deep end where she is here, so we had to sit her in a suspended little seat under the water, and we attached the seat to ropes on either side. And so she's sitting in a chair underwater to keep her exactly the right height, because the cosmetic company, Maybelline, wanted to get her chin just touching the water. That was very, very difficult because the water is going up and down all the time. So this is extremely successful shot that we did. Here's a close-up from it. I think she just looks really stunning there. And I want to show you the finished ad. And this is the final ad that Maybelline did with her holding some lipstick up in the air. It's all about moisturizing your skin and your lips and everything. So anyway, that was a little segment of some of Lynda Carter's photo shoots. And I love photographing Lynda. And so the shooting sessions went on, but I thought those are some of the exciting ones that we did. And so I hope you enjoyed hearing about Lynda Carter and the Maybellines. And I'd like you to subscribe to my channel. Give me thumbs up. And I always like to hear your comments, by the way. And I try to reply to you, but we get a lot of comments on my photo sessions that we put on the internet. So anyway, thanks for tuning in again. And we'll see you again next time. Bye, everybody.